There's two main things that are going to dysregulate your nervous system. One is past repressed emotions or trauma wounds, emotional wounds that you haven't yet processed that live in your subconscious and in your body and in your nervous system. So let's say I have an inner child wound around neglect, and that neglect wound has feelings attached to it like sadness, shame, fear, anger. Anytime that I feel neglected, this emotional trigger then floods my system, floods my body with energetic charge, with emotional charge. And that influences my nervous system. My nervous system then moves into fight or flight mode or moves into freeze mode as a result of that trigger, because this flooding of emotion does not feel safe in my body and in my system. My psyche is not prepared and ready and able to contain that level of emotion, and therefore my nervous system will try to run away from it, fight it, or shut it down. Fight, flight, freeze. So if we don't heal these underlying wounds, then we're going to be triggered, and we're going to be triggered into nervous system dysregulation on a regular basis in our day-to-day life. The other way that we can be stuck in chronic nervous system dysregulation is if we have current day events that are very stressful and ongoing, more than our body and our psyche and our nervous system can reasonably cope with. For most people who experience chronic anxiety or depression, it's a combination of these two things. It's the inner child wounds plus the current chronic stress, maybe stressful relationships, stressful living environment, stressful job, etc. This is why we need to heal on an inner child or shadow level. We heal the emotional wounds that sit underneath things like our core beliefs, our beliefs about ourselves, the world, what we're capable of, what we deserve, what's scary, what isn't, etc. When you do this, you'll be less likely to be triggered. That doesn't mean you'll never be triggered. You will just be less likely to be triggered, and you will recover from the trigger quicker, and therefore your nervous system won't stay stuck in chronic dysregulation. Hope that makes sense. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments. Also, I have a nervous system guide, healing guide, to get you started with learning how to really make this connection between your emotions and your nervous system, and how to begin healing that, self-healing at the root.